Here's a great look at Caesar Superdome, located in New Orleans, Louisiana. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Now, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. And he's brought down before the return gets far. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. On play action, here's Shuck. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. In motion right is Cooks. Shuck on 3rd down. Hits his running back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Here's a design run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Pistol give to Kamara. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shuck now from the gun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Trying for it with Shuck. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. His push straight ahead nets maybe a yard at most. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Nico Mejia. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes will hang on to it. They get to him behind the line, Brock. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Chiefs.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Play action, Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. It's a small gain up to the 38. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, 7 to go. throwing is Mahomes. Going receiver screen here. It's Worthy. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. First down now, ball at the 33. Off the play action, Chuck. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing, Chuck. Screen here for Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 44. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Counter give to Kamara. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Schaub working from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
So fourth down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. That's taken at the 15. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. To the air, Mahomes. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the first down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Here's a screen set for Pacheco. Up the sideline, past the 40. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
A counter give here to Pacheco. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Mahomes on first and 10. Short pass brought in. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Taken down by a two-time Super Bowl champ in the 3 years he spent in Kansas City, Justin Reed.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Looking to throw Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Kelsey's got it right side. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back to the air, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. Leading 9 now on this third down thanks to that false start penalty. Here he goes, third and long. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Saints take over first.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. They'll start things off with a run by Kamara. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Saints first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10. Here's Shutt. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Chuck now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On a keeper, here's Shuck. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Back to throw, Shuck. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. On play action, here's Shuck. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
They motion a receiver left. Now Chuck on 3rd and long. It's caught left side by Hill. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Hits him on the in route. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. He dodged the tackle. It's a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Going receiver screen here. It's Worthy. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chiefs.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Room to run inside the 20. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Working inside the red zone. Has a man, it's Brown. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to it. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he gets in, touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Kamara running out of the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So once again, Kai Kroger out for the punt. Chiefs have Nico Remigio out for the return. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a Chiefs first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
A first down carry for Pacheco. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Matt Ariza on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. The Saints are going to take over now near the end of the half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Shuck's going to throw here. Completes this one to Hill. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
3rd and 11.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 48-yard line.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Throwing, Chuck. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And now it's second down.
Moves to second and 10.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shuck working from the gun. He takes it himself. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's good.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Finds the in route complete. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Groupie sends it through, and that'll get him back to 11. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Saints to the line now. First and 10. To Kamara we go to start this third quarter. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shuck now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. He goes out a little short of the 40.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third down, Chiefs going with a dime. Motioning left is Olave. Shuck on third down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Trying for it with Shuck. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second and 3 now. Right back to Rice, caught again. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Kansas City.
First and 10 now from the 46. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. He's down to the 36 with almost enough for that first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
All set to go now from the 35. They'll run now with Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Another throw for Mahomes. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
A 49-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance.
Harrison Butker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. Shoots up to the races, middle of the field. Hits the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you, it's about the guys up front, the receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Saints 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. And there's Rice with yet another one. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Isaiah Pacheco out of the backfield. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
3rd and long for him here. He finds Worthy, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They run with Pacheco. He's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Pacheco has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Kamara. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. First call here coming from the shotgun.
At their own 24-yard line.
It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Julian Blackman.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes dumps it off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And this one is launched downfield. And it is incomplete. Went big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. Nothing comes from it as we hit the break. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Chiefs have set themselves up for the win here. Now just need to carry this lead through to the end. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shock working from the gun. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. On a keeper, here's Shuck. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. It's into the hands of Moreau. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Chuck now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They kick the running back in motion. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. 3rd down, here's Shuck. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down from the 42. Shuck looking to pass here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Shotgun snap to Shuck. It's complete. This is Olave. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
They'll run with Kamara. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Design quarterback run here. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They send the tight end in motion left. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Shuck now on 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. It doesn't get much easier than this. Grupe sends it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Mejio with the return. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves them to the 48. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Drawing up the design keeper. And New Orleans find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Shuck. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. 3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Off the play action, Chuck. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing, Chuck. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Turnover on downs.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans.
That's good.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Kansas City.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout.
A gain of a yard.
And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Hunt up the middle. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Air it out on 3rd. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he has the Chiefs' 1st down there, Brock. And the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. It's a designed run from Mahomes. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. I know you and I were both a bit surprised to see them favored so heavily on the road coming into this one, but the projections were right. A nice road win for them.
Yeah, sometimes those people making those predictions, sometimes they do get it right. And these guys were just on a totally different level than the opposition. They overcame that home field advantage pretty easily to be able to take the game that they were indeed favored in.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from New Orleans.